So, for a long time, I used to believe that the things that I desired were in the future version of myself. Like, I had to reach a certain point in my life, I had to achieve certain goals in order to receive the goals that I have been wanting to achieve. For instance, wanting to start a business, but feeling like, oh, I don't have the background that I want, or I don't have the space for it, or I can't store the things that I need, or so like once I have a new space, then I'll be able to start. Then I'll be able to actually put in time and energy into starting that venture. But all you're doing is putting things off and putting things off and putting things off. And even when it comes to like manifestation and belief, say like you're manifesting a version of yourself that is healthy, that eats well, that goes for walks and hikes. But in your mind, in your subconscious or even conscious mind, you're still believing that you prefer or that you're the type of person who sleeps in, or you're the type of person who doesn't like to go outside or doesn't like to be seen by other people outside, or you like to keep to yourself, or there's like this subconscious part of you that still doesn't fully align with the version of you who you are desiring to become, the version of you who goes out and exercises and meets people. Because like if you go outside, you're gonna see people, you're gonna engage with life. And so it comes with that mental shift. It comes with the belief that I am the type of person who exercises, and I'm the type of person who likes leaving my house. Because you have to kind of get out there and put yourself out there. Like, I used to be wanting to, I used to want to go hiking and try all these new trails and things like that. But also, simultaneously, I had this fear around trying new things, around getting out of my house, around like potentially seeing other people or engaging or having to speak to other people. And you don't have to speak to people, but I'm just saying, like, those were things that were kind of blocking me from doing the thing that I actually wanted to do. And the same goes for like business as well, and establishing like stability, like financial stability, and just establishing this life that I have wanted to live. A part of the beliefs were that this life that I wanted to live was in the future. Like, I'm going to do this business, but I want to do it in the future. I'm seeing this vision as a future version of myself. And that was the thing that was holding me up for so long, because I was projecting this thing into the future. And if you're constantly projecting something into the future, it's always going to be in the future. You're never going to achieve it. Until like this like shift, epiphany, whatever you want to call it, happened last night, where I was like, actually, I'm sick of waiting. I'm sick of waiting for this future version to happen that's never going to happen because I keep putting it in the future. So instead of waiting, instead of projecting it, what happens if I just say, I have that now. I'm living that life now. I'm doing that stuff now. And like see what comes from that, So like if you are doing stuff that is what your future version, or like what that version who has that desired life that you want to live, if you're doing the stuff that they are doing right now, then life has no option but to meet you there. It's going to bring in that life for you in the physical. But if you're constantly planning and hoping and like waiting and seeing that vision, but only seeing it as something in the distance or something that you have to wait for. You have to wait for the right person, the right connection, the right opportunity, the right phone call, the right the right location, the right whatever. You're going to be waiting a very long time. And you're going to be waiting and waiting, and you're going to just like wait yourself into oblivion. That's what I just heard. I'm just like speaking from my own experience too, like waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting for something to happen when the change happens with you. The change happens when you decide that you actually want it, that you actually want to experience it. And when you decide that you want to experience it, then you can actually make the shift. You can do the things that that version of you does. And when you do those things, then naturally everything is going to fall into place. It's all going to align easily. And you don't have to wait anymore. You're actually doing it. You're actually living it. And when you finally make that decision to stop waiting and actually take the time to live the life, do the actioning, do the things that version of you does, and create your reality from that place, take the time to really like feel into that. Feel into how it feels to finally be living the life that you desire. To finally be existing as that version of you who gets what they want, who does what they want, who goes after their dreams and isn't afraid to try. Like actually take a moment, because that's a major achievement. That's a major shift in your consciousness. And just like bask in that, because there's so much abundance in that energy too. So like I'm saying this as like a don't let that energy go to waste either. The pride that you can feel for yourself for making that choice, for finally choosing yourself and choosing the things that you have wanted for so long, and now you're actually doing it and you can actually start building. It's like such a beautiful, powerful breakthrough. So take that time for yourself. Let's see, what else did we go into on that post? So like on my Substack, so recently I just got called to like finally create this Substack, right? And this is the calling that I've had for a very long time, probably like a couple of years. But I never did it because I was like, oh, my writing isn't that good, or I don't know, I'm just like word vomiting on the page. I don't really know if this makes sense. There's like real writers on Substack. Like, who am I to put my thoughts out there? But at the end of the day, I kept writing. I kept making these like, I journal every day. And so as I'm writing these like morning pages, I kept getting this, and more recently though, and more, sorry, my brain is like everywhere. More recently, I've been getting this ping in the back of my head that like, as I'm writing, oh, I should just post this. I should post this on Substack, even though they're just rambling thoughts and things that come to me, but I do find them to be helpful because they're just deeper reflections on what I'm experiencing, on the things that I'm achieving and the things that I'm going through, breakthroughs that I'm having, and thoughts and insights on life and the things that I'm going through. So it's sort of like these videos, but in like a even less formal, I would say. Like it's very much like like I said, they're just morning pages. I call them morning pages. My channel or my Substack page is called Dear Ascending. It's the same as this, but I post these morning pages, and I find that sometimes the things that we want to do are so much easier than we make them out to be. Like I had so much anxiety in posting on Substack until I did it, and then that anxiety kind of went away. Mind you, sorry, I'm like, it's like stuff coming out. I had anxiety posting it, and that was what my first post was about. It was about getting to that point where you have to finally like take that leap into the unknown. You have to do the thing that makes you uncomfortable. You have to stretch yourself into the uncomfort zone in order to grow, in order to expand. You can't stay confined in your little bubble forever and expect things to grow and change and evolve. So I had reached that point finally where I was ready to step into that expansion and start sharing on there on Substack. And the first time I did it, it was a little scary. I'm not gonna lie. It was kind of scary because I'm like, I already had like a follower from like someone who I had known from like childhood, and I was like, oh my God, what are they gonna think? Like, I'm such a different person from who that was back when I knew them, and like all these thoughts were coming up. And then I was like, actually, these thoughts, these fears do not actually exist. They don't exist beyond my mind, beyond whatever projections that I'm putting out into the world. And feeling that fear around judgments, around not feeling good enough, or that I need to edit my work, or that I need to change things, feeling that fear around it, but posting it anyway was so liberating. And it felt so freeing because it was like, okay, I just unlocked this new way of sharing my life, of sharing things that I'm experiencing and things that I'm working through. It's like I just unlocked a new code for my life or like a new doorway that I can use, that I can walk through whenever I want to without fear. And the more that I do it, the less fear that I have around it because it just becomes normalized. The same goes for these YouTube videos. The first YouTube video, oh my God, I put off doing YouTube for so long because I was genuinely like, I can't do it. Like, I didn't think I could. I think I have to go soon. I feel like lawn care is coming. But, oh my God, I put it off for so long because I was genuinely like, what are people going to say? What are people going to think about what I have to say? Just like so many projections and stuff. And none of that really mattered in the end. What it came down to is that I felt called to do the thing, so I did the thing, and now I love it. I love sharing my thoughts and insights. I love being on here and sharing my life and what I'm going through and helping and assisting others in whatever capacity that I can. So yeah, all that to say, I hope you guys found this message well. I hope you're resonating. I have to go, like I said, but I'll check in with you guys again probably soon. So you guys stay blessed, have a beautiful day, and do something that stretches you. Do something that calls in the version of you that you truly want to become. Bye.